Well, let the hype train begin for the Florida Gators. Last night, I saw a tweet that compared Anthony Richardson to Vince Young. Kind of early for that, in my opinion, but last night, man, he balled out. Richardson led Florida to an upset against number 7 Utah.
Jared Oliver here live in Victory Lane at Daytona International Speedway. We're a little over an hour away before the Next Era Energy 250 green flag drops here at the 2.5-mile trek.
Hey, look who it is. It's Paolo Banchero, the savior of the Orlando Magic. At least many fans hope so. There's no better song than Staying Alive by the Bee Gees to describe the Orlando Magic right now. They've won 6 of their last 8 games, and they are doing all they can to keep their play-in chances alive. There was no shortage of points tonight in this year's Cheez-It Bowl between Oklahoma and Florida State. Both teams combined for over 1,000 yards of total offense, but a huge defensive stop by Florida State, sacking Sooners quarterback Dylan Gabriel on the final play of the game, spoiling his return to Orlando as a former Knight. Coming across the finish line, a magical moment of history. Daniel Dos Santos wins the 30th running of the Walt Disney World Marathon on the men's side. Well, Tom Brady probably woke up today and asked himself, well, who am I going to throw the football to today? Receivers Julio Jones, Chris Godwin were both out for their second straight game. Mike Evans was also suspended for today's game. What could go wrong? 18 wins in your first 2 years, 2 bowl game invitations. You beat Florida in your first year in the Gasparilla Bowl. You beat 2 top 25 teams last year. Are you proud of what you've done so far, or do you kind of look back like, oh, could have done just a little bit more?
Yeah, you know, the first year, I mean, we had so many crazy injuries.
What are some of your expectations or personal goals that you have for yourself?
I would definitely say getting Rookie of the Year. That's a goal I've always had, you know, coming out strong my first season.
UCF was a perfect 5-0 in the Space uniforms coming into tonight. Head coach Gus Malzahn and his Space Cadets were at home expecting to blast away those Temple Owls, and yeah, they did. The Citronauts, 33-3 inside the bounce house since 2017. UCF gets off to a great start. John Rice Plumlee finds the end zone on the ground for the 5th time this season. That 10-play drive results in a 7-3 lead for the Citronauts. But the Owls came to play early on, at least we thought. E.J. Warner, the son of Kurt Warner, connects with Jose Barban from 7 yards out. So 2-3, Temple takes the lead late in the first quarter. Under 2 to go in the second, Plumlee dispatches this rocket to Kobe Hudson. UCF goes up by 3 scores to go into the break. And then third quarter, UCF with possession again, their first of the half. Plumlee in the pocket, getting creative. And he's going to dump it off to the big fella, Isaiah Bowser, and he rolls down the sideline for a 45-yard pickup inside the Temple 37-yard line. 4 plays later, Plumlee goes to Ryan O'Keefe for another Knights touchdown. 28 unanswered points for UCF, 7-play drive for 83 yards. It only took 3 minutes off the clock, too. But here's the gut punch. Plumlee dials it up for O'Keefe deep down the middle. 2 touchdowns for Ryan O'Keefe. UCF wins 7-13. Plumlee joins Dante Culpepper and Darren Slack as the only UCF players with 7 total touchdowns in a game. UCF also the only team to go over 600 yards 3 times this season. Wekiva playing for the Mayor's Cup. Look, the banner says delete the daughters. There's no backspace button after a statement like that. Wekiva probably wanted to Control-Alt-Delete this miscue from punter Noah Putnam. Unable to get the punt off, and Apopka sets up the offense with excellent field position. The Blue Darters, well, they cap off the short drive, or I should say all caps the drive for a touchdown. I'm just going to stay with the keyboard.
Great command of the keyboard, Jerry.
There you go.
Nice.
Quarterback Tyson Davison keeps it on the read option, and it's 7-0 Blue Darters. On the next drive for Apopka, Davison tells Jordan Wright, okay, I'm going to send you an email. The subject line, end zone, message received and read, 14-zip Apopka on the road. The Mustangs, though, they would eventually respond with a very long drive. Tyree Davis muscles his way in on the keeper. Wekiva trails by just a score now. More from Wekiva, more from Tyree Davis. Combing through that junk email of a pocket, avoids the spam, and he's going to take it himself about 25 yards for a gain and moves the chains inside the 30-yard line.